This here is the Braswell Mountain Southern Railway Tunnel in Braswell, Georgia. Originally built in 1880. It still stands today. It was abandoned in 1980. Actually, it was built in 1882. It was taken out of operation 2 years before its 100th birthday. It saw both steam and diesel action through this tunnel. And in the state of Georgia, there were only a handful of known tunnels. This is one of the few that actually was finished and is still in existence today. For the most part, this tunnel has been widely forgotten about. There's another tunnel about a mile or two south of here that the Silver Comet Trail now goes through and uses as a tunnel to get through the mountain. This tunnel was originally built because there was a roadway that went above this tunnel, and they wanted to get the trains through, and we're in a very mountainous area of the state of Georgia. In 1980, when the tunnel was taken out of commission, they blasted the mountain about a quarter mile from where I am right now, and built a throughway through the mountain and redirected the road over and under, actually over, down and over the railroad tracks, then back up. This railroad tunnel is about 750 feet long. As you can see from what I've shown you, the tunnel today is mostly a creek bed. There's a lot of water that flows through this tunnel year round. Hoping to show you why that is. This will be my second visit to this tunnel in the past year. I only recently found out about it at the beginning of this year. The first time I came out here, it was early spring. It was still very cool, and there was a cold draft coming through the tunnel. So I only made it about a quarter of the way down, and plus I'd forgotten my flashlight, so it's very dark in there as well. Today I hope I'm better prepared. If you plan on visiting this tunnel, I would recommend wearing rubber boots for two reasons. One, the obvious water, because I'm telling you, this riverbed, this creek bed, is very muddy and very marshy, and it hasn't rained in over a month now. So yeah, this is pretty much this way year round. And also, I have heard a lot of rumors that this tunnel is snake infested, which I don't doubt. And if that be the case, you know, wearing rubber boots would help protect you from any snake bites as well. So anyway, as you can see, this tunnel was originally a brick-built tunnel using just plain masonry bricks. Back in 1880, I know that this tunnel took over a year to build, according to what records I've dug up on it. Before this tunnel was built, the city of Braswell pretty well didn't exist, and this tunnel helped the city of Braswell come into being and into forming. That's a little history on the area around here. So this tunnel really helped develop that town. There's not a lot more to say right now. I hope to make it through all the way to the tunnel, other end. I got some things I want to show you over there. Maybe one day we can try and preserve this tunnel, because as you can see, it's really beginning to, well, as you will see, you can't see it from here, but as you will see, it's really beginning to have some issues, and it needs to be saved. I mean, the Paulding County, the city of Hiram, Dallas, all of them were built off the railroad, and this is one of the few things that still exist in the original railway that ran through here in 1880. And it's just a really big monumental feat that this thing has stayed here for as long as it has. So let's try and work our way through the tunnel. Hopefully I came prepared this time with enough light that we'll be able to see our way through the tunnel. Hopefully there won't be too much critters in our way. Two things I'm worried about are bats and snakes. We're just going to have to see how this goes. There's a large crack right here. As you can see, the tunnel's beginning to suffer some stress over the years. I mean, that's to be expected after, 33 years of no maintenance. Alright, we're back again. Stupid me forgot to not press the power button whenever I'm holding the camera, so I turned it off by accident. Okay, as you can see on the ceiling, there's a lot of soot built up over the years. I guess both from steam and diesel action. Even it amazes me how much soot can build up just from diesel action. It's supposed to be so much cleaner. On the walls, there's a lot of mud sprayed up. And as you can see on the ground, there's a lot of four-wheeler tracks. So people run through here on four-wheelers quite a good bit. As you can see, a footprint there. I'm not the only one who's ever visited this tunnel. From what I've seen on the pictures I posted on the web, it looks like quite a few people have recently discovered this tunnel. They're making a lot more visits down through here than they used to. Okay, I think I'm as much into the tunnel right now as I was last time. There's an old light fixture up there on the ceiling. Quite eerie in here. Gotta say, I don't really care for it. It's very scary. Yeah, pretty scary. See, folks, there's an old culvert. I don't even know what those are for. My guess would be for if somebody was in here in the tunnel doing some work or something and a train came and they'd maybe have a place to get to be safe. I'm not really sure. But anyways, look how much I'm into the tunnel. I'm maybe at the most an eighth of the way. And already I'm pretty scared. I'm not easily scared. But I guess in this regards I am right now. Mostly I'm scared of what's ahead. I don't know. Visions of bats flying at my face are not something that I want to think about right now, but they keep coming up. Yeah, okay, there's a frog that just jumped on the ground in front of me. Scared me a little bit. Stupid frog. I'm also doing a good bit of talking as I'm walking, which I guess is kind of helping me remain calm in a way. But at the same time, it's making me worry. That I might upset the settle of bricks or something, cause a cave-in. There's another light fixture. That one's in pretty bad shape. It's got wires hanging down from it. That's something I want to show you here. If you look in the sands, you'll notice these straight lines. Pretty sure those are being caused by drips from up above, because I can hear water dripping all around me. Like I said, this environment is very moist for some reason. So what worries me about it is that it may be snakes, but from what I know of snakes leave S trails. So I just have to keep an eye out and make sure that I'm right on that. Alright, we're about a quarter of the way, maybe a third, through the tunnel now. Just keep pressing on, I guess. Another light fixture. Boy, it would be nice if those actually worked. Good bit of graffiti artist in here. Sure, most of it's teenagers and kids. Must be some brave souls. I don't think I would want to be in here. Of course, I'm sure most of them are on four-wheelers. They have the advantage there of having a lot of light. Okay, as you can maybe be able to see right here, we got a lot of splatter. Got a serious leak in the brickwork up there. Sure that's going to cause issues one day down the road. Probably be a cave in there. Definitely isn't the most heaviest leak though, but we're getting to get a lot of leaks. Some right here. Yeah, I can see with the bricks starting to bow out a little bit. One spot. Yeah, a lot of drips, a lot of leaks. Like I said, it's going to lead a lot to a lot of leaks. If you look at the ground here, you can see a lot of trails. That's from all the different layers of brick up there, how they're laid. So there's definitely a void there in the tunnel. It's going to lead to problems in the future. It's probably going to cave in. Tunnel on that side is getting farther and farther away. We're closer to this side now, so we're past halfway. I guess probably about 60% of the way through. A lot more leaks again. So far the integrity of the tunnel is looking to be pretty good though. It's got splattered in the face. There's another light fixture and some wire hanging down. Could have been done by kids, I guess. Trying to find electricity to do something with, who knows. I'm sure that it's no longer connected to anything. Ooh. Cold drop just went down my back. We got a pretty good void in the bricks up there where it's leaking through in the soot. Another good spot for future caving. There you can see the soot's completely gone. It's breaking off. Got some structural issues, but nothing too bad. Just needs to be taken care of. Another light fixture. Alright, we're starting to come up on the other end of the tunnel. I don't think you can see it yet, but as you get closer, you're going to notice there's definitely a dirt mound built in front of this end of the tunnel. There's something on the wall right there. May have been another light fixture, but there was. Should have been a wire. It's not there anymore. It's almost completely gone. Anyways. Alright, look down there at that end. See how tall it is? You notice it's been pretty tall the entire time. Look at where we are now. It's very, very, very small. If I had to guess, I would say the ceiling height here is at the most about maybe 14 feet. The other end is almost 20. Oh, how fitting. We have a train coming by. Huh, like a bullfrog. Don't he look funny? Almost stepped on him. Anyway. Anyways, you can now pretty much see this dirt mound. It's built up in front of the tunnel. I am pretty sure that this dirt mound did not used to be here. Alright, we're at the end of the tunnel. And if I had to guess, I'd say if I had a yardstick, I could probably touch the top of the tunnel. That's how much uphill, full of mud, the tunnel has gotten. Look at this. It's ridiculous. And I'm now standing on top of the dirt mound. Okay. Now I'm standing on top of the dirt mound. All that wash coming in from here, from there, here, goes straight in the tunnel, all because of this dirt mound. It's effectively stopping up the tunnel and is flowing all this water and mud and silt through it and causing it to become clogged over the years. But my guess, this tunnel is going to close up within another 5 years. 5 or so years, it's going to be to the point where you're going to have to duck to get out of it, and then maybe another 10, it's going to be fully closed. So this tunnel needs to be preserved, in my opinion. And it really was my intent whenever I found out about it, whenever I came out here the first time and took pictures, was to try and get enough interest going in to preserve this Georgia artifact. I mean, that's really what it is. This tunnel, like I said, was built in 1880. It served for almost 100 years worth of trains going through this tunnel. The city of Hiram, the whole county of Paulding, Dallas, Braswell, Rockmart, Rome, all of them flowed through this tunnel and rely on this tunnel for their train getting through and for their passenger service or freight service. Everything evolved around this tunnel. It was built by the Southern Railway, which has now been bought out by Norfolk and Southern, and it was abandoned in 1980, and it has pretty much been forgotten about since that time. But yet it still stands here, barely hanging on, barely still open, barely still able to get any kind of attention through it. It's sad. Something like this, that's this valuable historically and such, needs to be preserved. There's an angle iron post over there with some wire hanging off of it and stuff. I'm not really sure what that was for. If I had to guess, I'd say it was maybe a light post for workers to signal the trains that they were doing work or something like that. I don't know. I'm just guessing. Graffiti artists have been here, as you can see. No surprise there. And here's what's left of a railroad bed on this side. It goes straight out there, and as you can hear in the background, underneath me talking, a train goes by. The railroad is not that far. But anyways, the train used to come right through here and connect to the railway. But yeah, this is what's left of the tunnel. I just want to show it to you so that if I can't preserve it, well, there's multiple goals here. Number one, if I can't preserve it, then we have some kind of video record of this thing. And secondly, to gain publicity for this thing so I can try and get it preserved. So help me out. If you think this should be preserved, help me preserve it. Thanks.